The drawing is done, I only need to do the background. Perfect. I think every artist came across this at some point of the journey. You finish your art but have no idea what to draw in the background. Or you can't draw hands, so you just hide them behind the character's back. Or you have no idea how to even start with the lighting. The answer to this problem almost every artist with experience will give you is to just draw. But what if you don't even know what to draw or where to start with? Doing studies is a good step, but knowing how to draw the perfect eye won't help you much. If you don't know the basic face anatomy, you need to overcome the step of drawing all this stuff. I can't draw humans, so I won't even try to draw them. Will not be an excuse anymore. If you don't draw it, you won't improve. I've been at this point too, and even today I'm still improving and learning more. Over the last decade I learned a lot of stuff on how to improve your art. One thing I learned is there's no shortcut to drawing. It's the same process over and over and over and over again. There might be talent, but without dedication, motivation and hard work it's useless. So I want to show you how I got from this to this. And it's with comics. I often get DMs from beginner artists on Instagram. Aki, how can I improve? Of course I will give them the standard answer, just draw more. But I will also tell them they should do comics. Why? Because I believe comics are one of the best ways to improve your art. Drawing a comic is almost the same as every artwork. You have an idea, a setting, a character, or a story. It's just not one big picture, but many smaller ones. I would say the difference to an illustration, other than the layout and panels, is you show many different actions, not just one big one. Of course the word illustration can mean a lot, but to keep it simple, I mean a character-focused artwork here. A comic requires many skills to master at the same time, from layout and composition, to lettering, consistency, understanding of anatomy, lighting, and so on. There's a lot, but that isn't a bad thing at all, because you can see improvements a lot faster since you practice many things at the same time. In my case, a normal detailed illustration takes around 10+ hours. It's the same time a comic page takes me, sometimes even less than that. Of course, it depends on your experience and how fast you can draw, but usually a panel takes less time than a full illustration. So instead of spending hours on a big illustration, you spend it split out over multiple drawings. Drawing a comic makes you draw things you normally wouldn't. A hand on someone's forehead, a hand holding cards, a close-up of the eye to show highlights of the emotions, feats of a character running, and so on. The stuff that you need to sometimes draw when you want to show a progressing storyline. Let's say you want to draw a conversation between two people. You could always use the same front perspective, or you spice it up with different perspectives. Show their surroundings to make the reader aware of the character's surrounding. It makes you develop a 3D view. You need to think, where are the characters placed to each other? If I show them in this perspective, how will the background change to the other panels? Drawing a conversation is a good practice, since it's mostly repetition. And through repetition, you not only improve, you also learn consistency. Let's say you have a comic that has multiple pages. You need to draw a character over and over and over and over and over again, in different perspectives, outfits, settings. You might struggle in the beginning to make a page look consistent to the others, or even the character might look a bit off. But once you get used to repeating the same things, you can easily see a difference to the first time you drew it. Consistency is not only the key to improving, but it will help you create your very own art style too. The more faces you draw, the easier it will get. And the more consistent they get, the more recognizable they get. When you draw a comic, often you have a general story, be it from your OCs, a scene from a game or a fanfiction. Since you have a set setting, it's easier to imagine characters interacting, the background or the lighting. Let's say you have character A and B. Both are students. You want to show an interaction in the classroom. Person A gives person B a letter. In a letter there's something written. Person B gets embarrassed and tells person A to stop. This is just a small idea to show you my point. In these few sentences, you already have all the important information. You know what to draw as a background. A classroom, the characters you want to use for person A and person B, and the general composition. First show the setting, and then show person A handing the letter to person B. Show the letter message, and then a close-up of person B's face. So instead of drawing a pretty character without background, You focus to bring your story across, and the story gives you a reason to draw a background and other stuff. It's like a cycle, and here's the part where you learn the most. If you don't have the ability to imagine and draw a fully classroom from your memories yet, it's time to start looking for references. Get photos of different perspectives of the head, make a picture of your hand holding a letter, and everything else you need. It will make your life much easier when you have some visualization ready. If you still need ideas for a comic, you can ask your favorite fanfiction author if you can draw one of their scenes of the fanfiction, find some lore piece of your favorite game, or finally draw that one OC backstory you always yap about but never draw. I hope you understand now why I recommend comics to beginner artists. You need to focus on a lot of different elements, but it also gives you the chance to draw stuff you normally wouldn't. You learn the basic skills of repetition, consistency and composition. It's a great way to practice and improve. Maybe, if you're struggling with art, I hope this gave you the push to create again. This is my first proper YouTube video, and I want to thank you for making it to the end. Of course, comics aren't the thing for everybody, but it might be worth to consider. If you want to see actual tutorials on different comic subjects, let me know, and let me know your opinion about this video in the comments. Thanks for watching, bye bye!